Welcome back. You're still watching This Week, and I'm Samna Sambo. Now, in exactly a month from today, Americans will actually head to the polls to elect the next president of the United States. It will be the 60th quadrennial presidential election set to be held on Tuesday, November 5. Now, voters in each state and the District of Columbia will choose electors to the Electoral College, who will then elect a president and vice president for a term of 4 years. In Nigeria, Nigerian Americans anxiously brace up for the tough choice between Democrat Kamala Harris and Republican Donald Trump. Well, to help us dissect the factors that may likely shape the American election and what could be in it for Nigeria, we have with us in the studio a Nigerian American and member of the U.S. Democratic Party, Honorable Agbonayinma. Thank you so much. He's also a former member of Nigeria's House of Representatives. Now, talk to us about how Nigerian Americans are actually preparing for this. I mean, you have been mobilizing other people, and it's a tough choice between Kamala Harris, and then, of course, you also have the former President Donald Trump.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you to all our viewers out there. Good evening. Well, of course, I want to say that, yes, we have a lot of Nigerians living in America that have excelled in all ramification. We have some wonderful Nigerians living in America who are American, eligible to vote, registered voters. My take is very simple, and haven't been able to engage and practice democracy and volunteering myself. As far back 1987, I was a coordinator for Cathy Whitmire that is in Houston, Texas. As at then, she became the mayor of Houston. In the black community, I was her coordinator. I volunteered myself to assist her. And furthermore, we have several mayors, governors. We have Perry, we have, that is a Congresswoman, Sheila Jassili, who just passed, who just died a few months ago. May her gentle soul rest in peace. And she was a Congresswoman, and then I also was a coordinator for her. At the time, I worked closely. I was a coordinator for former President Bill Clinton. First tenure, second tenure, I participate. I volunteer myself, even the area of Molekawu Lewinsky, saga and all that. And also, I also coordinated for the former President, George Bush. People will ask me, why from Democrat to Republican?
Actually, yeah.
You know, what happened was that during the Molekawu Lewinsky saga, this issue of, because of the fact that Bill Clinton was going through that issue as at then. So Al Gore never wanted Bill Clinton to participate in any of his campaign. And knowing fully that all of us, most of us, we love Clinton, Mr. Bill Clinton and the family. And when he did that, a lot of us who were all there for, Bill Clinton, also with Al Gore was the vice president to Bill Clinton. We saw that and said, oh, wait a minute. He said he doesn't want Bill Clinton in his campaign. We took a decision. We all left and then volunteered to go and give our support to George Bush. That was how most of us decided to support George Bush, and he won. But I can never forget that he gave me an award, certificate of recognition, as the best then, and that is what happened. But now, people will ask, why are you not changing the game? Why?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to know, how are Nigerian Americans actually preparing for the election? Because it's a tough choice, because people like you, I mean, I know that you're a Democrat, but you're also beginning to have some feelings for Republicans again. And people are wondering, with the choices that we have, it could be a little bit difficult for some people to actually make the right choice this time around.
What I'm going to say might be surprising to many people, but I believe that many people will also want to see my views, that democracy is for the people, by the people, and of the people. It is very sad that all these years I've been a Democrat, ever since I got into America. But I will tell you, I've also supported Republican. I'll just explain to you. Why am I, saying this, that today I am throwing my support for Donald Trump? I want to tell you.
So you're fully in for Donald Trump?
I'm supporting
Donald Trump. Not your party's candidate?
Let me tell you why. I was the chairman, when I was in the House of Rep, chairman of the U.S. Nigerian Parliamentary relations, I could remember, myself and the former Speaker, Dugara, we traveled to U.S. to have some meeting with the congressmen and women. And I also traveled on my own before I was able to convince Mr. Speaker, then Dugara, to go with me. That when we were going through insurgency, Boko Haram, Chibok girls, and all that, I spoke to our sister who did so much for Nigerians in America and even Nigerian government as a country. That is Congresswoman Sheila Jasile of blessed memory. That, I pleaded with her that, look, these Chibok girls, they took Chibok girls issue in the United States Congress. It was something that was very serious. But do you know what happened? The president never, find it worthy to even allow Nigerian government to purchase arms from the United States, even from other parts of the world. The United States stood against Nigerian purchasing arms. So that was very painful to me, because if you are saying you want to help Nigeria in this, fighting this insurgency, the Boko Haram and the Chibok girls, issued, these are, you must be able to say, okay, you don't want to sell arms, you don't want Nigeria to buy arms from. Now, and I come back, I say, what is this? As a Democrat, I have to look beyond, not just because I'm a Democrat, I must just support everything that Democrat does. No, I said to myself, this is wrong. And when, Donald Trump became president, guess what? All these problems we're trying to buy arms, that was the only time. After our meeting, we met with the chairman of Foreign Affairs, Congressman Smith, and we met with her.
So in a nutshell, they actually improved our relations under Trump. Is that what you're saying?
Donald Trump decided to approve for Nigeria government to be able to purchase arms from U.S. If you remember the 12 Tucanos, it was Donald Trump that made it possible. Now, I'm asking, if you are saying, this is not about lip service, you are saying that Nigeria should be supported, but here you are not really supporting, because this insurgency, this Boko Haram, suppressing the government, killing our people, kidnapping people. So at the end of the day, we just make noise without. Now you are asking me, why am I supporting Trump now? Look, Obama was there. Obama was president for 8 years. He never came to Nigeria throughout his tenure. Even when he left presidency, he never. Listen, now, Biden has been president now for almost 4 years. Never visited Nigeria. What do? They send their Secretary of State to Nigeria. Can Nigeria send our Secretary of, Secretary of Nigeria here to America?
The Foreign Affairs Minister, you mean?
Not Foreign Affairs. They have Foreign Affairs. I'm talking Secretary of State. Like the Secretary, that is a Secretary of the Federation here. That is our brother here in Akume. Now, can we do that? No. Why? When Biden, 4 years down the road, never visited Nigeria. Hold on.
We do not have enough time.
Bill Clinton, in his own wisdom, when he was president, he came to Nigeria more than twice. Now, George Bush, as a Republican, visited Nigeria more than twice.
I think Bill Clinton was here just once.
No,
actually.
Twice. Okay. Twice. Now, not only that, after he left presidency, they both have been here. Now, ask me that Obama, that we all Nigerians in America voted and supported, even Africans everywhere, we came at Emmas to support him. He never visited Nigeria. He didn't say Nigeria is corrupt. Is there no corruption in America? There's corruption all over the world.
Honorable Agbonayinma, as we try to wrap up this conversation, let's talk about how Nigerians who are Americans this time around will actually make a better use of their votes. You have laid out this now, but do people see it from that perspective? Because almost most blacks you talk to, people are beginning to say, okay, sometimes some of them actually say, look, Kamala is our sister and all of that, and we need to actually get some votes there. If
that's
you do
think.
This, well, that's
that
what's
different.
Well,
now.
some other people are actually saying that Republicans too.
Both Christian community,
yes, because
to support Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is also gaining.
It's
but
just media.
In all
media games.
What I want to ask is that what's the need for us as a people who are in America, as Nigerians who are in America, what should be the guiding principle for voting on Tuesday, November 5?
See, if you look at today, some Nigerians, citizens who are doing well here in Nigeria, I'm talking about some businessmen that are doing very well, wants to visit America. You can imagine sometimes to go to the embassy, how long it always takes them, as if they are going there to go and work. No. So there are certain things that must be put in place, having a good, bilateral relationship. So if, people are going to the embassy to obtain visa, they will say there's no appointment date for 6 months, 8 months down the line. No appointment date. I've seen a lot of people, reputable people, some senators or House of Rep members, some businessmen and women that have excelled in all, high. But at the end of the day, they are not able to even obtain to go to America. We need a good relationship. When I was in the House, I used to have opportunity, the ambassadors to Nigeria, we used to meet every other week.
You think that Trump will provide a better opportunity? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, because
rather than Kamala Harris.
The borders in America is porous, open for everybody. These illegal immigrants, those who left prisons and all that, but those who want to leave Nigeria genuinely, that have done well, they are not going there to go and work. They are being deprived, for not being able to obtain visa to go to the United States. Right. Listen to me. We need, coherence. We need to come together as one body, as one, word. I say one word now, working together. Nobody can say that this, have the monopoly of ideas. Nigeria, yes, there's corruption here in Nigeria, which there's corruption in America. That of America is that if you are found wanting, you'll be prosecuted, you'll be jailed. That of Nigeria, if you are found wanting, either you are given a chieftaincy title and all that. But I believe that Nigerians are doing well all over the world, and I want to thank all the Nigerian Americans for them to look. It's not about whether you are Democrat or Republican. It's about the future. That today, 5-year-old children are being taught that, look, you don't need the consent of your parents, to be a male or female. Look, this is not what we need at this time. We need to put moral value, family value.
Okay.
That is what Donald Trump stands for.
Okay.
That's what Donald Trump stands for. Moral value, family value. I'm not looking beyond, trying to be rhetoric.
All right, I just hope
everyone.
Your party too doesn't sanction you, the Democratic Party, because you're a member, but you're advocating for.
I'm a compassionate conservative.
No, there are several people who are Democrats too, who are rooting for the Republican president, former president, and of course there are others too who are Republicans who are rooting for the Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris. Well, that's the much we can take. Honorable Agbonayinma.
Yeah, congratulations to Edo people for our governor, governor-elect.
Senator, you're coming back home now. All right, you're actually coming back home now. Well, that's the much we can take on this edition of This Week. Thanks to our production team here in Abuja, Lagos and London. Do join us same time next week for another exciting edition. I'm Samna Sambo.